So, have you ever looked at a small business online and just kind of stopped and wondered how they do it, how they manage to look so polished, like a really big corporation, but they're probably working with a tiny budget.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah,
They just seem to get it.
exactly. They grab your attention, you instantly trust them, and honestly, they sometimes make the big guys look a bit complacent.
Hmm.
So this deep dive, it's really all about unpacking those secrets. How do you get that big brand vibe online, even if it's just you, basically?
And what's really eye-opening, I think, is that it's usually not about throwing tons of money at it.
Mhm.
Expensive website rebuilds or huge ad campaigns. Often it boils down to just a few smart strategic choices
Mm,
and really understanding how people perceive things online.
yeah, yeah.
So our mission today is to, well, pull back the curtain on those core ideas, the things that really let small businesses build trust and get noticed online. We've dug into our sources and pulled out the most important bits, the real nuggets, to give you a shortcut to understanding this and making a difference. Whether you're, just starting or maybe looking to sharpen up what you already have, we'll look at why it's so crucial, the three essential pillars, and importantly, where to even start if it feels a bit much.
Yeah, because it can feel overwhelming.
Definitely. So you can actually transform your online presence without, burning out or breaking the bank.
Okay, let's dive right in then, because I hear this a lot. People say, look, I don't need to look all fancy. My product's great. It speaks for itself. And I get that. I really do. You put so much work into what you make or do. You just want people to see the quality.
I understand that perspective too, completely. But here's the catch, especially online. That mindset, while totally genuine, can be a real blind spot. A really critical point from our sources is that online, your customers,
Yeah.
they aren't just comparing you to the shop down the road,
Right.
consciously or not.
Hmm.
I mean, they're instantly stacking you up against the giants.
Yeah.
The Amazons, the Starbucks, the Targets of the world. Their online experiences are often seamless, polished.
Mm-hmm. Super consistent.
Exactly.
Mm.
So if your website feels maybe a little clunky or your social media looks a bit random, people hesitate.
They pause.
They pause, yeah. And that hesitation, that's often enough for them to just click away, even if your actual product is amazing.
So what you're saying is it's not really about being fake or
It's
anything.
not at all.
It's more fundamental than that. It's tapping into something about how we decide things, especially when we're buying online. So what is that core thing?
At its heart, it's trust. Simple as that. A polished, professional online presence, it just makes people feel safer handing over their money.
Okay, that makes sense.
Safety.
Yeah, it signals you're reliable, you're legitimate, that you actually care enough about your business to present it well. Think about it. If something looks well kept, thoughtful, you assume the business behind it runs the same way, right? With
Yeah.
that same care,
Yeah, I can see that.
which naturally leads to the big question. How do you build that feeling, that trust and safety, if you don't have, a huge marketing department or budget? Right, that's the million-dollar question for a small business.
And that's exactly what our sources help us figure out.
Okay, so we've got the why. It's about trust. It's about perception against the big players. So how do we actually do it? Our sources point to three things. Three surprisingly simple but really powerful pillars that even the smallest business can use to look more established.
Mm-hmm. Pillars.
Yeah, like a lighthouse, right? Guiding people in, signaling safety. So these pillars are, first, clear messaging. Second, consistent visuals. And third, those crucial credibility signals. Let's break those down. First one, clear messaging. Big brands, they are just masters of this, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You think of any major company and boom, you know exactly who they are, what they do, no guesswork.
Zero ambiguity. They cut straight to the chase. And this is a massive opportunity for small businesses. It sounds almost too basic, but it's incredibly powerful. Our sources talk about something they call the 10-year-old test.
The 10-year-old test.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you explain what your business does, your product, your service, in just one simple sentence?
Yeah.
A sentence so clear a 10-year-old would get it instantly.
Oh, okay.
If you can nail that,
Yeah.
you're likely on the right path. It forces you really to ditch the jargon, the fluff, and focus laser sharp on the core value.
That's actually a brilliant filter because I see it all the time, small businesses kind of burying their awesome stuff under complicated language.
Totally.
Like, imagine saying, we provide artisanal caffeinated beverages curated with locally sourced ingredients, emphasizing sustainable practices and community engagement.
Right. It sounds impressive, maybe, but what does it mean?
Exactly. It's a mouthful. Compare that to, say, we're a coffee shop. We make amazing drinks with local beans.
Boom. Simple,
Yeah.
clear, done. You instantly get it.
Yeah, one tells me what I need to know, why I should care. The other one just kind of makes my brain work too hard.
Creates mental static.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Okay, moving on. Pillar number 2. Consistent visuals. This is where things start to feel really branded, right?
Definitely.
Mm.
This is where you start building that recognition, that memory hook.
Mm.
It's actually quite fascinating how quickly we recognize big brands just by their look. Think about Coca-Cola again. You see that specific red, maybe that swooshy script.
Yeah.
You don't even need the name.
Instantly Coke.
Yeah. And that's not an accident. That's built brick by brick through relentless visual consistency.
And for a small business, the good news is the formula is way simpler. You don't need a design agency on retainer. Our sources basically boil it down to this. Pick one logo, just one. Pick 2 main brand colors. And pick 2 fonts, like one for headings, one for text.
That's it. Keep it that simple.
That's the core toolkit. And the key is using that toolkit everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
Your website, all your social media posts, your email signature, any flyers or signs. Everywhere a customer might see you.
Okay.
Strict consistency. No cheating.
And that consistency does 2 really vital things. First, like we said with the big brands, it builds that recognition and trust over time. People start associating those colors, that logo, with you. It becomes familiar, reliable. And second, and this is huge, for anyone running a small business, it saves you so much time.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You're not staring at a blank canvas trying to decide on colors and fonts every single time you need to post something or create a graphic.
Just grab your toolkit.
Exactly. You have your rules, your assets. It streamlines everything, frees up that precious brain power for other
That
things.
makes total sense. Okay, that brings us to pillar number 3, credibility signals. Because let's face it, people need proof, right? They want to know you're legit before they buy.
Absolutely essential. They're looking for reassurance, for signs that choosing you is a smart, safe decision. Now, the big companies, they might use expensive celebrity endorsements or massive ad campaigns to shout, "Trust us."
Right. Things most small businesses can't afford.
But small businesses have something, I'd argue, even better, something more authentic, more powerful sometimes.
Which is?
Real customer reviews, actual social proof from people who've used your service or bought your product. That's your superpower.
Totally agree. So how do you actively show these credibility signals, make them visible?
Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. Concrete actions you can take. Put testimonials, like actual quotes from happy customers, maybe with their name or picture if they agree, right there on your website.
Good one.
Actively ask for Google reviews or reviews on whatever platform matters in your industry. Don't be shy, just ask. A lot of happy customers are willing to help if you just prompt them.
Okay. What else?
Use a professional email address. Something like your name at yourbusiness.com looks way more credible than, say, a generic Gmail or Hotmail account. It's a small detail, but it matters.
Yeah, perception again.
And another simple but effective one, respond to comments and messages on social media, even just a quick thanks. Or answering a question shows you're there, you're engaged, you're responsive. It shows a real human is behind the brand.
Those are all really actionable things. They directly signal, hey, we're trustworthy.
So the natural question that probably comes up for a lot of listeners right now is, okay, this all sounds good, but I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Where do I even start?
Yeah, that's real. It can feel like you need to overhaul everything overnight.
Right. Tackling all 3 pillars across your website, social media, emails, it can seem like a mountain to climb.
And it's a totally valid feeling. We've all been there. But the key insight here, the really practical advice from our sources is don't try to fix everything at once.
Focus.
Exactly. Focus your energy. Pick just 2 crucial spots to begin with. 2 places where improvements will have the biggest, quickest impact. And those 2 places are your homepage and your Instagram profile.
Homepage and Instagram.
Okay.
Your main digital storefront and your most visible social square, essentially.
Precisely. Think of them as your highest leverage points to start. So for your homepage, focus on just 2 quick wins that tie back to our pillars. First, nail that headline. Rewrite it so it passes the 10-year-old test. Clearly state what you do and who you help.
Just that one sentence?
Just that one crystal clear sentence at the top. Second, add one really good testimonial, just one powerful quote from a happy customer, somewhere prominent on that page. That's it for the homepage for now.
Okay, simple enough. And for Instagram, similar idea, quick wins. First, make sure your bio is super clear. Again, what do? Who's it for? Use your brand photo, that consistent logo or image as your profile pic.
Right, consistency.
And then just quickly look at your last 3 posts. Do they look visually related? Are they using your chosen brand colors and fonts, more or less? Just tidying up those last few posts can make a big difference visually.
And the point is, by just focusing your efforts on these 2 specific areas, homepage headline and testimonial, Instagram bio, photo, and recent post consistency, you'll honestly look way more polished and trustworthy than a lot of other small businesses out there.
Instantly level up your perceived professionalism.
Yeah, it's about smart effort, not necessarily more effort everywhere all at once.
And what's fascinating here really is seeing how these small, consistent steps add up to big wins. We're talking about clarity that costs nothing but a bit of focused thought.
True.
Visual consistency, you can totally manage that affordably with tools like Canva these days.
Yeah, great tools available now.
And reviews, those come directly from making your customers happy, which you're hopefully doing anyway. So every little win, every step you take towards implementing these pillars, it just strengthens that digital lighthouse. It builds a brand that looks bigger, feels more professional, and crucially, earns more trust online.
Okay, so to make this super practical, what can you, listening right now, actually do this week? Let's make a quick checklist. 3 simple things.
Actionable steps. Love it.
First, block out maybe 30 minutes. Sit down and rewrite your homepage headline. Get it super clear, concise, pass that 10-year-old test.
Okay, number 1, headline rewrite.
Second, pick your 2 brand colors. Maybe you already have them. Maybe you pick them now. Just choose 2. And then intentionally use them in your very next social media post. Don't stress about the past. Just start now.
Number 2, use your 2 colors on the next post.
Got it. And third, think of one happy customer. Just one. Reach out, email, message, whatever. Thank them. And then politely ask if they'd be willing to give you a review or a short testimonial you could use.
Number 3, ask one happy customer for a review.
Exactly. You'd be surprised how often people say yes.
Those 3 things, super manageable. Anyone can do those this week. And honestly, they can make a really noticeable difference almost immediately. It sets that foundation.
So there we have it. We've kind of unpacked the power behind clear messaging, consistent visuals, and using those genuine credibility signals, how they all work together to build an online presence that really inspires trust and, yeah, looks like a much bigger operation.
And it's all totally achievable, often using resources you probably already have access to. And maybe, just as a final thought to take away, consider this. What subtle signals might you be sending online right now, maybe completely unconsciously? Is there something in your visuals that hints at inconsistency? Is your message maybe not quite as clear as you think? How might those unintended signals be quietly affecting someone's trust in your brand, maybe even making them hesitate just enough to click away? It's kind of a powerful question to keep in mind as you continue to build and refine that online presence.
That's a really good point. Food for thought. So take these ideas, these pillars, and start building that trust today. Even those small focused steps we talked about can genuinely transform how your business shows up online. We really hope you're feeling a bit more informed, maybe a little inspired after this deep dive. Now go out there and build that digital lighthouse for your amazing small business.